Okay, let's get your journey started on objectives, key results, and X factors. Now, what are they? Well, let's simplify it for a moment, and it's all about setting goals between you, your team, and your entire organization so that you've got greater alignment and deliver incredible impact in this next period going forward. Now, chances are you may have had some goals in the past or currently have them. However, most teams in most organizations actually struggle with getting clarity around their top priorities. In fact, Harvard Business Review recently released the data that 95% of employees don't know what is expected of them and therefore lack the clarity around their goals. Now, on top of this, 50% of the average workforce time is wasted on non-productive work. Think about that. If we want to have greater meaning and purpose within the work that we're doing, it makes sense that we're actually delivering upon something that actually matters versus getting caught in the trivial portions of the day. Let's have a look at what this can look like and see if we can change the approach here. Imagine this for a moment. 50% of the day is wasted, as we look at this here. That means we'll have a lot of busy work going on, and if we're lucky, maybe some clear, aligned and focused work. Not too much of an issue to have a day like this, but if we repeat that out day after day after day, eventually what happens is team members start to get into the losing, or what we prefer to say is learning zone. Now, if you get into the learning zone here, it's time to make a change, then we can look at this from a completely different paradigm. And that is to actually design the day and the week based first on focusing upon our highest priorities so that we can carve out time for clear, aligned and focused work. Now, naturally, there'll still be plenty of busy work going on, and if we're adults about this, we'll acknowledge the fact that there is still wasted and non-productive time. We're not robots after all. But with a design like this, as we replicate that out and scale it throughout the week, what we'll see is we put everyone into the best position for winning upon delivering high quality results. So how do we do it? Well, let's take a leaf out of the book from Measure What Matters by John Doerr and all the other great minds that have been prior to us to have a look at how to really effectively set goals. And let's take it to the next level. Let's have a look at some definitions so that we can get started. Objectives. Well, what is an objective, right? This is what we want to achieve. It's inspirational and really powerful when you can make it an emotive statement. Ensure that it's significant and action-orientated, and it sets the actual direction of where you're going. So imagine for a moment you're in a sales team. In fact, we're going to use an example of our sales team at GoTeam. Here it is slam dunk sales, all right? You got a visualization around that and it starts to put some energy towards it. So get emotive, get creative and have some fun with this. Keep those nice and short because we'll get to the measurement of the goal, the objective itself, in the key results. Let's have a look at the key result. Key result is how you measure the successful outcome of the objective. And importantly, it's measurable. It needs to have a start line, a finish line, and a deadline. Here's an example for this team. The key result here is to expand A client team members, so category A clients, from 350 team members to 700 team members by the 31st of December 2022. You'll see the specificity in there. It's a sales team. In fact, they're not even talking about dollars at this point in time. They're talking about a focus of a core group of clients and in particular, the product itself, in this case is team members. It's GoTeam is also an outsourcing business. Now, beyond this then, now if we stay with just objectives and key results and we look at the great work in Measure What Matters, it'll share with us to put a range of other key results here. Now, where we differ in the Huddleboard app is we'll narrow our focus to one key result and introduce a new type of metric called an X factor. Now, what is an X factor? Well, X factors are the behaviors that you commit to doing differently with quantity, quality, and consistency to achieve the key result. They are predictive of achieving the key result and they are actionable within your circle of influence. I want you to think of this one now, these actions as your standards that positively impact the goal. In fact, Tony Robbins says this so clearly. He says, you may not always get your goals, but you will always get your standards. Therefore, raise your standards. Now, there is a big difference between people who do a poor job, a mediocre job or an average job or even a good job, an excellent job, and then those who are outstanding, that really stand out from the most. And in this world right now, delivering the outstanding ends up being the requirement for us to really push forward. Now, I've noticed over the last decade working with organisations rolling out strategy, execution, implementations, that those that stand out from the most, beyond the excellent, what they can do differently is they're able to articulate with specificity the behaviours that they are doing consistently in such a way that others can then replicate the work that they're doing. You see, success leaves markers, and we get to see this incredibly clearly as we apply the X factors. Let's have a look at some examples for this sales team. They're going to complete one client opportunity map. That's where they have a look at the whole organisation and they look for all the different opportunities that they can sell into that particular organisation. Do that with the existing clients, because this goal is all around, this objective and key result is all around existing customers. And they'll do this so that they can, to existing clients, so they can target roles to offer them each week. Once again, it's outsourcing, so they're offering particular positions around marketing, sales, product, service delivery, customer service, and all the different roles you see in an organisation. With that clarity of focus, and then move forward to the next behaviour, the next standard that they're raising, to market 3 hot candidates to targeted points of contact, existing clients each week. So they've got great candidates, which they call hot candidates, and they can present those to clients so they can take them up really quickly. And then the final one here is to deliver greater than 3 of the enhanced operations global team offering presentation. So that's the sales presentation to other leaders at existing client companies each week. The bet is that by executing consistently on these standards, on these X factors, by doing them consistently, the bet is that they'll deliver upon the goal. And as Tony Robbins also shares, people who succeed at the highest level are not lucky. They're doing something differently than everyone else. Now, your X factors are going to be different from everyone else, and mainly the fact that you'll be so incredibly specific around the activities that you'll be doing. And the upcoming video is going to share with you how to brainstorm with your team to uncover your objectives, key results, and your X factors.